Donald Trump has a childlike understanding of the world around him, and we will prove that throughout this video. He had a disastrous day yesterday, and today is not shaping up to be any better after VP Harris and her team are firing on all cylinders to run ads during the Alabama football game today, during other big events. Let's start off with this clip of Trump talking about abortion. Just listen closely to what he says.
Now, in a number of states, the laws allow a baby to be born from his or her mother's womb in the 9th month. It is wrong. It has to change.
We have to change the way that birth has always worked. Listen one more time. He says that babies are being born in the 9th month, and that has to change.
In a number of states, the laws allow a baby to be born from his or her mother's womb in the 9th month.
Oh, the horror. A baby can be born in the 9th month, and the laws allow that? Donald Trump is losing his mind, and let me tell you, if President Biden did that exact same thing, that clip would be played on repeat everywhere. Even CNN would be talking about it constantly, but there is this weird double standard where the media treats Trump with kid gloves, not calling out all of his mistakes. Meanwhile, if President Biden looks the wrong way, it is the end of the world. We have 38 days to go until the election, and zero time to waste, so make sure you drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and let's jump in with this ad that VP Harris is going to be playing during the Georgia-Alabama game tonight, which is pretty smart. If a lot of people from Georgia are watching, that is great. Also, a lot of people from Alabama may be watching as well, so you get to target 2 states with an ad during a football game, and people will be watching nationally.
Winners never back down from a challenge. Champions know it's anytime, any place. But losers, they whine and waffle and take their ball home.
Trump now refusing to debate a second time.
He did terribly in the last debate. He's so easily triggered by Kamala Harris.
Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. If you've got something to say it to my face.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
That is a great ad. I think that it is perfect that it's playing in Georgia, which is one of the biggest swing states. Also, it's got a very hype vibe that keeps your attention throughout the entire ad. Also, marketing 101. The basics of advertising are that you want to target an audience that knows what you're selling. So for example, if I'm selling Batman t-shirts, I should target the Batman subreddit, find a famous Batman Instagram account and have them sell it. You want to hit that niche perfectly, and that is what this ad does. It starts off with a hype football compilation of players training, of players in a game, and it says never back down, and then it contrasts that with Donald Trump's lack of hype, let's say, and his unwillingness to debate VP Harris, and she says, say it to my face. So it is a perfect vibe that reaches the perfect audience. That is my broader point. I want to show you this clip of Donald Trump from yesterday that is absolutely hilarious, and the funny thing is, someone on Twitter ran this through an AI and had the AI grade it as if a 10th grader wrote it, and the grade will surprise you guys. First, watch this clip where Trump is asked a very specific question and he just can't answer.
What actions will you take to ensure that our jobs stay in America so we can continue to build the best cars in the world here in Michigan?
So pretty much as we've been saying, and what I want to do is I want to be able to, look, your business, years ago in this area, I was honored as the man of the year. It was maybe 20 years ago. Oh, and the fake news heard about it. They said, it never happened. It never happened. And I didn't know who it was. It was a group that honored me as man of the year. The fakers back there, see the fake news? But they said, oh, and they looked, and it, they said it never happened, but I said, I swear to you, it happened. It did happen. I was man of the year. And I came and I made a speech and I said, why do you allow them to take your car business away? Why do you allow it to happen?
I said this yesterday, but this clip is a perfect microcosm of Trump and the MAGA movement as a whole. He is asked how he's going to help American citizens, how he's going to protect their jobs. Within 5 seconds, he pivots to himself, to me, to how he won an award, he's the best, and then he says, the media doubts that I won this award. Then he points at the media and starts attacking the media, and the crowd begins to boo. It is genuinely the perfect example of Donald Trump's entire campaign. 3-year Letterman said, "This answer is effing incredible." And someone in the replies, Gwen, said, "I asked ChatGPT to grade this response as if a 10th grader gave it." This is hilarious. It reads, total grade 3.5 out of 10. That is an F, by the way. Trump's presidential campaign gets an F. It says, feedback. The student clearly put effort into the response, maybe, but they need to focus more on answering the question directly. You might need to highlight the need to propose specific policies or actions to address job loss. Even ChatGPT knows Trump only has concepts. It says, while the use of anecdotes can be a part of political rhetoric, they should be tied to a point that addresses the issue rather than telling a disconnected story. I just thought that was hilarious because even ChatGPT knows that Trump is deranged. I also want to compare Trump's rhetoric versus Kamala Harris's rhetoric revolving Zelensky yesterday. Jojo from Jura says, if you put these two clips side by side and still say you'd rather have Putin's bumbling bitch at the helm than Kamala Harris, you're an effing idiot. And I would say it in nicer words, but she is not wrong. Watch this clip of VP Harris actually being a diplomat and being a normal human being.
There are some in my country who would instead force Ukraine to give up large parts of its sovereign territory, who would demand that Ukraine accept neutrality and would require Ukraine to forego security relationships with other nations. These proposals are the same of those of Putin. And let us be clear, they are not proposals for peace. Instead, they are proposals for surrender, which is dangerous and unacceptable. So, President Zelensky, I look forward to our discussion today, and I will continue to work with you to ensure Ukraine prevails in this conflict and remains a free, democratic, and independent nation.
Boom, a strong, liberal speech. She highlights the danger of appeasement, of appeasing Vladimir Putin, who has grabbed a neighboring territory. And this is Trump bullying Zelensky. Zelensky looks like he doesn't want to be here. Watch.
Saying that I believe if I win, we're going to have a very fair and I think actually rather rapid deal. It should stop, and the president wants it to stop, and I'm sure President Putin wants it to stop.
Putin does not want it to stop. Putin is the one who waged this war unilaterally. That is disgusting. And just look at Zelensky's face. Donald Trump doesn't understand appeasement. He is not a student of history the same way that VP Harris is. He only wants to talk about how he's the best and how he can negotiate a peace deal that nobody else can. It actually lines up perfectly with this clip that I played a few minutes ago where Trump is talking about himself. The same thing here. He's hyping up his own abilities. He doesn't care about Zelensky whatsoever.
And that's a good combination. So we want to have a fair deal for everybody.
What do you envision as fair?
Well, it's too early to say that. I mean,
he doesn't have, it's not too early to say at all. What is fair is that Vladimir Putin withdraws his troops that he sent into Ukraine with no provocation whatsoever, and Vladimir Putin has to know that he can never do that again. If we set the precedent now that authoritarian nations can't just walk into their neighboring country and steal land, then Xi Jinping will know that's not okay. Kim Jong-un will know that's not okay. Any authoritarian leader from now on will know that you play by America's rules, and America likes liberal democracy. America likes Ukraine to be a sovereign nation. If you enjoyed this video, if you appreciate what I do, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, comment a blue heart, have a great rest of your day, and peace out.